Shelter for the Homeless will be opening tomorrow thanks to the Interfaith Partnership for the Homeless. It's the Sheridan Hollow Drop-In Center on Sheridan Avenue in Albany. Lynn Falsetti has more now on who's helping people out of the cold this winter.
Winter is coming, and with that comes cold, bitter air. When the thermometer dips below 10 degrees, code blue is issued. On those nights, designated shelters like the Capital City Rescue Mission in Albany allow anyone living on the streets to stay the night.
On code blue nights, people sleeping on the street that normally wouldn't be allowed in a shelter, that's what's different about code blue. They are allowed to come in.
And last year, resources were stretched thin with 67 code blue nights and over 1,400 people looking to get out of the colds.
I think everybody was caught a little bit off guard last year. The problem last year, what made last year so hard, we had so many cold nights in a row. So we hit one stretch of 10 days in a row, which was very hard on both the Capital City Rescue Mission and the Interfaith Partnership for the Homeless. So when it's night after night, if you're cold, the homeless are cold.
So the Homeless and Traveler Aid Society, or HATAS, has been preparing all year long to make sure they are ready for this year's winter, especially considering forecasters are predicting a colder than average one in store for us. Right now, HATAS is collecting warm winter coats, hats, gloves, scarves, and warm winter boots for those that come into the shelters on code blue nights. They say, though, that the most important thing right now is monetary donations. That way, they can hire extra staff for the increase of people on those cold winter nights.
If you're taking in 30 more people than you normally do, you want to make sure everybody stays safe, and that usually means another staff member.
But they say despite increased awareness last year, they are not quite where they would like to be. Liz Hitt, executive director of HATAS, says many people are unaware of the amount of homeless people living on the streets in the capital region and the growing need. Also, many of them suffering from drug addiction and not allowed to come into the shelters.
What we need is what's called a wet shelter. So wet shelters are places that people can go and they can be intoxicated, but they still have a place to sleep, they still have food, they still have a warm place to be.
Right now, Schenectady, Albany, Troy, Saratoga Springs, and Glens Falls have a code blue system put in place. Lynn Falsetti, CBS 6 News.
If you'd like to send supplies or donations to HATAS, we have a link on our website, cbs6albany.com. All the donations should be marked code blue.